And I always said this about, I got a whole podcast I did about Mayweather a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about the type of intelligence that Mayweather has. It's different, right? Like Mayweather have a certain genius that to me is on par with IQ, with Einstein, right? It's just that the world doesn't know how to measure different types of geniuses and appreciate people. If you got a physical genius versus a mental genius, but boxing is such a dope mental sport. So as I'm watching, the thing about Tank, man, and I knew he was gonna win, right, before he even got in the ring, and not just because he ain't showing me no reason why he would lose, but even in you see how they preparing and getting ready, he was over prepared for that fight. In my estimate, he was over prepared for that fight the whole entire time. At no point in time did he become super cocky and feel like he did not have to prepare. And this is what makes him such a great fighter, is that every time he goes in there, his strategy is better than his opponent's. And the strategy is what makes you win. And I don't think, Ryan Garcia ever had a good strategy against Tank Davis, right? When you see him punching the bag before he go in, he boom, he boom, he boom. He never stopped training. He never stopped going in. You understand me? He had his psychologically, I want to bring out Sosa, right? I ain't bringing a new school rap. I'm taking it back to the basics. I need Mayweather on this. I'm digging deep. I want the one that inspired me in the first place. Bring him back. He went back to the basics. That was humility. You know what I'm saying? That was bringing that dog in from when he first started. So, the thing about Tank is, man, and same thing with Mayweather, they both have similar communication styles, right? They're not great communicators, right? That part of their brain is not the developed part. The part of their brain is kinesthetic intelligence, right? They strategic, and instinctually, that's what makes them great, right? And so it's good to be able to see it, man. I love to be able to see genius on display because I feel like he controlled everything, and it was a masterful, right, display that we seen just watching that fight, man. It was intelligence at work, So, man, I ain't gonna lie, I was proud of it, man. I was proud to see it. I've been in the space with both of them young brothers, man. But Tank just got a different energy. Coming from the streets, it's a different energy. And I just don't think that Ryan was ever even close to being good competition for him. I think Ryan, he's overhyped for that fight. And there's no reason we need to see a second fight. No reason at all. I'm just saying, it was it really, to be honest, it was disrespectful that people was even acting like Ryan was going to ever win. Because he never showed that he had the ability to beat Tank. Not one time, I think. Not one time. Not in that fight, not before that fight, not after that fight. You know what I'm saying? He tried to thank Jesus so he can get some extra bonus points. And people always try to bring up Jesus is always, come on, man. Jesus like, bruh, you should have called on me before the fight. You know what I'm saying? You went in there and got crucified. Like you was getting punished for your sins. It ain't make no sense. Yeah, I want to see the Haney and the Shakur. Haney from Oakland, so Haney from Oakland, so that one might be interesting. Haney from Oakland, that's all I'm gonna say. Haney from Oakland, so it might be interesting, right? But the Shakur and the Haney, it's gonna be some legends made out of that series to see who win and do what. But it's over with the little baby De La Hoya. It's over with the little brother. Nobody want to see nothing. Nobody want to see nothing. And it was so gangster because, talking about at least he humble. We don't care about humble in the sport of boxing. Humble don't count in the sport of boxing. The greatest boxer, arguably, of all time, most dog in him, is Mike Tyson. That nigga didn't have an ounce of humility when it came to fighting. Not an ounce. He was the most savage. He was talking about, I remember I asked Mike Tyson, I said, why you, I said, Mike, why you say that you was gonna eat his babies? He said, 'cause I felt like it. That's how I was feeling. That's not like, that's how I was feeling. Like, that's, I felt like it. I'm like, all right. He said, no, cause that's how I feel. Like, nobody can beat me. Like, this comes from God. Like, you feel me? Like, all of that, I'll try and be humble, and I want to give it up to Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. You know, don't try, that's a cop-out. I don't want to hear that. You weren't talking Jesus Christ at the weigh-ins. You weren't saying Jesus Christ. You didn't say Jesus don't want me to be boastful at the weigh-ins. You know what I'm saying? No, you was ready to go at it. So don't try to bring Jesus Christ in there, you feel me, to absolve you of your sins. Right? I don't like that. Like, let Jesus sleep. Always waking him up for losses. You know what I'm saying? No, and that's the thing about boxing. Boxing has nothing to do with humility, except in the training. The thing about boxing is when you training, this is what I always respected about Floyd Mayweather that people don't get, right? For me, Floyd is a humble person. And that sounds crazy, right? Because people think about the wrong thing. The humility of Floyd is the respect of the game of boxing and his training regiment and his strategy and his level of commitment to mastery. That's humility. Because a cocky go get on there and feel like he ain't got to do nothing, and he go lose. He don't feel like he got to put in that extra time watching that tape, extra time working out, doing everything. That's not how Floyd is, right? So people look at personality, right, outside the ring after he wins. No, his humility is in work. For me, humility is work. So what I seen with Tank, I seen him working. You know what I'm saying? And he was already better than Ryan, and Ryan helped him become better than his previous version. And so if you couldn't beat his previous version, you're definitely not going to beat the version that you end up making out of him, as he felt like he had to dig in himself to become even better. Right? So you got to understand the way humility works. Most people think about humility in the sense of, oh, he didn't say this or he didn't know. What did he do before that? It's the work. That's humility, because a cocky person just think they already there. But the humility is saying, man, I'm going to work to be there. And then when I say I'm there, y'all going to call it cocky. But I'm just telling y'all what I just did and what I just transformed into. You feel me? So, yeah, man. Jesus, they never made nobody win no fights. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? So don't try to bring that in it. No disrespect at all. You got to have strategy. You got to train. You got to go in there. And boxing, especially when you got the smaller brothers, like they like 135, something like that. You know, that's pure brilliance in the ring. Pure brilliance. It ain't just brute. You just going out there going crazy. You seeing boxing IQ. That was dope, man. That was dope. I ain't gonna lie. He might be the toughest light-skinned dude on the planet. I ain't gonna lie. It's a new era of this ain't no colorism, but this is a new era of light-skinned brothers. I'm just saying. You know, we always had dark-skinned champions or brown-skinned champions. Is he the first official light-skinned champion as a new face of boxing?
I mean, Andre Ward, I don't say he's light-skinned.
Nah, he ain't light-skinned like that. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like, yellow light skin. Like my brother, you feel me? He's the first. Wow. He's the first yellow light skin champion. Well, you can see listen, I got a lot of hope for masculinity at this point, because if we can get the yellow light skin, that's gonna trickle, because no, you gotta understand. It's gonna trickle. It's a trickle effect. Because if the light-skinned dudes are now becoming like the toughest, what you think gonna happen to the dark-skinned brothers? They're gonna be like, all right, it's gonna trickle. You feel me? It's this reversal that's happening. I'm telling you, y'all don't see the science. I see the science.
Shout out to Baltimore.
Yeah. I see the science. I see how everything's about to play out. It gives me a lot of hope for the future, because now that Tank is the champion and he's the face of champion, like light-skinned dudes is the face of boxing. Oh, what that's gonna do for all the other colors. It's going up. Cause when we had Mike Tyson, or we had like, you know, bro who beat Mike Tyson, which was the dark skinned brother, right? Muhammad Ali, he my color. right? So we still winning. We never stop winning. That's different. We always winning. That's like this color is go always win. No colorism. Right? But this color is always good, so this don't even matter. Somebody say he ain't that light. What? You can't get no lighter. I don't know what you're talking about, but light-skinned masculinity is making a great comeback. It's good. You know, like Malcolm X was light-skinned. He wasn't yellow light-skinned, but he was like, you know, fair complexion. Right? So y'all got to understand the science of the way warfare works. Tank Davis, he did a commendable spiritual warfare battle for the fight of masculinity, and I think that it's commended. And he had to beat, of course, the pretty boy Ryan, you know what I mean, to just let him know, like, no, that's not what we doing. You know what I'm saying? It was the fight of the ultimate light skins, and it was like, no, we not doing that. You're not doing that. And it was good. Because Tank kind of looked like a rugged, like Drake mixed with Shamar Moore.
Drake, bro?
Just because he light skinned, like color wise, mixed with like a rugged version.
Shamar Moore.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, bro, he's from Oakland, huh? I'm just saying, man, listen, you got to understand, listen, I got me and my brothers, we all complexions, right? From light bright to dark night, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all complexions, so I never really had that colorism thing, you feel me? Because I always just seen everything is black. But, yeah, man, I'm just happy, so I'm venting right now. You feel me? What you think about that fight?
I honestly, Ryan Garcia got up. I thought it was going to go down like the first 2 rounds, maybe first 3 rounds. I was actually surprised that he was, not just a social media boxer, but you just saw Tank. Like, you can't, it's just different. It's just different.
You thought he was a social media boxer? What's a social media boxer?
I mean, Ryan, that's what the claim is. Like, Ryan Garcia, he kind of got a lot of popularity through social media, like the videos he posts. He always posts his workouts, the things he does, like blindfolding, all this just little.
But he was knocking cats out for real, though, right?
No, he was. I mean, he was undefeated. Right. But still, it was just, he just got deemed as like the social media
I give him more respect than that.
Yeah, I give him credit and respect.
You know what I'm saying? Because boxing is not easy. First of all,
in that ring.
I don't think that there is a such thing as a social media boxer. I think we kind of like throw titles on everything, but the boy's good at marketing, right? The same way Floyd was good at marketing and many other people are good at marketing. And I think that's an excuse. Now, whether he was at the level that he was hyped up to be, that's different. You can be overhyped, right? And I would take that as like the social media aspect. But winning fights is winning fights, especially in boxing with the world watching. That's different.
The way he went out too. That's one of the takeaways, man. Like the way he went out, it was just painful. And it's one of those things where like people on the outside looking in might be like, oh, he didn't even get hit in the face like that. You don't know how that.
Nah, see the thing.
Like that's body 101. You just shut down.
That thing was when he see, this is what you got to understand. This is what was happening metaphysically, right? On the esoteric level, he had to bow down. It was when he took the knee and he bowed down the same way any subject bows down to the new king. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. He bowed down to the new king of the light skins. You feel me? And now it's over. So many men boxing experts now, but they pull triggers and don't fight. What is you talking about? Whoa. What is you?
It's too late. Bro, we just chilling right now, having a good time. You going to
hands up. Hands up. Brothers actually like fights. We like fights. This is actually always been a thing. This is not a new thing.
It's a legal fight.
It lived up to the hype.
Men have always liked fights. This is not like, oh, y'all boxing fans now. Like, no, we've always liked fights. We've always liked boxing. I like UFC. I like all of the fights. You know what I'm saying? And if you like myself, I've probably been in, I don't know, maybe 100 fights in my life. I don't know. I stopped counting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always feel like you some sort of expert because you done been in them. You know what I'm saying? He broke that nose. Garcia tried to protect. Yeah, man, you can't listen, man. It's just different. I'm just proud because I ain't gonna lie. I get too invested sometimes when it's fighting. I don't get invested in no other sport than I do in boxing, right? So when it comes to boxing, like when I see a black man going in the ring and he's fighting against a different race, I'm being honest, I get invested. And when they lose, I take it personal. You know what I'm saying? I take it personal. So this is the only thing about boxing that I don't like. So I wouldn't have liked to see like if Tank would have lost, it would have affected my spirit for the night. No, nothing else does that. Basketball, football, nothing. It's like it's me in that ring. You know what I'm saying? And I took the L. You feel me? So that's real. That's why sometimes I don't even be wanting to watch it, because it's like, dang. You feel me? Like when the African brothers started to lose in the UFC. Yeah, Adesanya and Gano and stuff, and I was like, but they not black Americans, so I was like, it don't really count.
21%.
Yeah, no, like it was a percentage of me that felt the person. But when Brad lost to the big dude, was to this day. Wilder. Now I take all Wilder losses personal.
Yeah, he came on with
I take all Wilder losses personal.
With the fashion.
Yeah, I take all his losses personal. I ain't gonna lie, I felt all of those. Like Mayweather, y'all can say what y'all want to, but he ain't never let me down.
Like, Wilder, we were trying to give you a chance. We trying to give you another one.
Right.
And another one.
Fury was raw though. Fury was raw. You gotta respect Fury.
Yeah, no, listen. Mayweather never let me down. This is why I ain't mad at May. He ain't never let me down. Every time I thought he gonna go in the ring, is he gonna hold it down for the bros? He held it down 50 times. You feel me?
But shout out to the boxers. I mean, it's wins and losses, man. Like Meek Mill said, man, it's wins and losses, man. It's
no, listen, it's wins and losses for sure. But we like the wins.
Sure. And we like the comebacks too. Like Adesanya, we like the comeback.
No. The Adesanya was okay. The picture he posted after that, that was an L.
What you mean?
The picture he posted with he grabbing the white man ass.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's a picture up there right now. He's stomach to stomach with a white man grabbing and gripping the cheeks. Pause.
I ain't see all that shit.
It's up there right now.
I ain't see all that shit.
In full living color.
Who did that?
Adesanya. See, that's what I'm saying. That's not dark-skinned behavior. I don't know what's going on. But like I said, he not from Africa nor America. He from where he from?
Nigeria?
No, Adesanya.
Where he live
in?
I don't know where he live at. From Nigeria.
No. I'm talking about like his origins and stuff like that. I'm talking about like where he lived and stuff.
I don't know where he live.
He live in one of them. Where he live? Y'all tell me.
Nigeria.
No. Where bruh live, man? Come on. It's like Belgium or something like that. Something crazy.
Nice boy.
Hey, look at that.
See, that's why I'm saying I can only claim a percentage of him, because whatever percentage of him. Whatever percentage of him had him doing that, that's not the percentage that we related to. We 500 years removed from that.
But the redemption story is what I was talking about.
Yeah, no, New Zealand, thank you, New Zealand. See, New Zealand, they got something different going on out there. That's the thing, man. You get all these melanated people and you be like, oh, that's bruh. Then the next day he posts something like, nah, where you from? Well, bad, I didn't know. I thought he was like us. It's not the same. We don't do stuff like that. No black champion has ever done that, ever. Not a black American champ. We know the rules. We don't do that. Not that you just make all of black America in the world proud. Not even just black America, but like black people around the world proud. You don't then go the following days and go find the whitest white man's and that's what you post up? Like what do the African mothers, what would they be saying right now? What is this right there?
I didn't see it.
No, it's up still. He ain't took it down.
I don't want to see it.
Man, I just don't know what the world coming to. I just don't know what the world coming to, man. And and listen, it's the thing. It's like as soon as we get a win, we get a loss. As soon as we get a win, we get a loss. Cause I can't look past that. We're not doing that. It's like, we be looking past too much stuff. You know what I'm saying? But he won though, but he lost there. He lost me there. Cause now Cause now you hanging out with bruh. Not only you hanging out with bruh that's the champ, but now you hanging out with bruh that was clapping. You know what I'm saying? So now it's weird for you to do that too. So I'm just saying, man, y'all listen, I'm just being honest. Man, y'all gotta stop letting the world do that to y'all, man. Just take the win. And before you do any sucker shit, just think about Malcolm X. Like, go get a picture of Malcolm on your wall and say, what will Malcolm think about this? Brother? You know what I'm saying? He gonna talk to you in your head.
What you gonna say?
Brother? See them? They want us to behave like this. Nah, he gonna give you that pep talk. You know what I'm saying? Put a picture of Farrakhan and Dr. Khaled right there on your wall.
Put a picture of me up there.
A 19 Keys shoe. Nah, that if you weird, don't put me up. Keep the ancestors up there. Keep the ancestors up there. I'm too young to if you weird, don't put me on the wall. So we solid on that. Y'all seen that movie One Night in Miami?
Yeah.
You feel me? But anyway, man, we just here to celebrate. Tank showed intelligence, man. That boy's solid. Legendary young GOAT in the making. Man, it's good to see these things happen. You feel me, in our lifetime, and I get to be proud. That was very high level. I just want to say that. It was very high level champ, HLC, man. You feel me? That was a high level championship right now, man. It was high level competition. You understand me?